What is up guys, this is Bahama Raven speaking and welcome to this new episode of Trails of Cold Steel 2. In the last episode we took care of a couple of side quests and we got to the entrance of the Aqua shrine. And today, we're gonna be clearing it. Simple as that. Let's get going.
What a peculiar place.
Indeed. The water element seems the most strongly present here.
Well, if you're gonna walk around, try not to get yourselves killed.
Also, one more thing that I forgot to mention in the last episode, and I know because I did it off screen. For defeating the Gordy Schnar, you have to still go back to Legram and to the Bracer Guild to report that quest. When you do, you're going to be getting 300 Cephid Mass, which translates to 6,000 Mira, essentially. It's an okayish reward if you ask me. I'm gonna need money later, so it's a welcome addition. Anyway, let's get to the shrine itself. So, in order to get by this place, we're going to be finding a few switches to lower the water level so that we can traverse into this area. As you can see, the map is small but fragmented, which means we can't move like this. So for now, let's just move like this, finding a few enemies on the way.
Now's our chance. Let's get them.
Like this one, for example.
I'll handle it.
The Ice Drome. Now, a huge majority of the enemies in this area are going to be weak to fire, since they're going to be focused mostly on the water element. There's only one enemy that has an exception, meaning that it's weak to water, but for the most part, if you have fire on you, you basically won.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! Right. Let's go. Of course.
So let's just wait.
Analyzing. Hip. That takes care of them.
Analyzing the enemies on the first time you face them really helps. I guess I can tell that you're going to come back to these shrines later in the game, since technically speaking these are mandatory areas. Once you'll be free to explore the entire country, because we will be able to at one point, we will be able to come back here, but I like to analyze the enemies in the first chance I get. Helps with grinding too, since it gives you a technical bonus multiplier. Moving on, as you can see, as long as the water level is too high, we cannot move down the stairs. So, we need to find out a switch to lower it. Also, this is the guy...
Bring it on!
Never mind, no back attack.
My turn!
This is the guy I was mentioning being weak to water mostly, the Remora Dark. It's a watered down version of the Crocodile that we faced in the monster chest at the end of last episode. Also, I see a pretty dreadful vanish. I'm just gonna do this.
Now! Let's... This is our real power!
Also, because I had Dragon Vision equipped, I automatically analyze them. Simple as that. Although usually when the burst kicks in, I think the general rule of thumb is that Rin has to be the one initiating the burst in order to activate Dragon Vision, otherwise it doesn't activate. Either that or Rin has to deal a killing blow to an enemy while using burst. It's not really too clear, I'm gonna look it up in editing. Anyway, with a switch like this we're going to be lowering the water level, but as you can see, breaches like those are to be used with a higher water level, so for now we can only go this way. And here's the next enemy of this area.
We have the advantage here!
Okay.
Enemies, I should say. We have the Rup Kamui and the Krisnetic. Let me tell you, it's best to analyze the charismatic first. Why? Oh, you'll see in a little bit.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! I can do this.
I'm not going to spoil why analyzing the charismatic is more important than the
Analyzing the
Rockamole,
enemy's vitals.
but let's just say that it's going to help in a certain battle
I
later.
got it!
Also, these guys are very weak to fire. Plus 80% fire
Okay.
damage. Yikes.
Let's move.
Would you just die already? Thank you.
Okay, it's safe for now.
And Rin got to 71.
Great.
Nice. Alrighty, moving on. Now, I want to go up this set of stairs first. Ignoring the... Oh, do I really have to fight you? Nope, I'm just gonna dodge you. And here's a monster chest, or rather, a trial chest for Laura and Emma.
Here they come! Careful, everyone!
Now you can see why I told you to analyze the charismatic first.
My turn.
But I actually realized I came into this battle completely unprepared. This is the problem of not preparing beforehand before the episode. So, in this fight we have to fight 4 charismatic and the giant version, the King Charismatic. These guys, in general, have a move, the Crystal Jammer move, which can inflict mute or seal. In this case, in case you haven't noticed, my Emma is now muted, so she cannot use arts, unfortunately. But there is one thing we can do. And yes, I am not so subtle about it.
Delicious.
If you know
Here
the
I
way, if you know the way I go by,
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
now I just have to survive one attack. Hopefully Laura won't get
Analysis
sealed.
complete!
And this will end up very badly. Now, the King Charismatic probably won't die in one hit, but a guy can hope.
Behold the might of the Xseed School! Radiant Wolf!
Alright, I'll just use Emma then.
Rise, great towers!
It was a very close call though. Plus 50% strength boost and critical, 34,000 damage.
Lord Altherian!
A little more, and that would have been a one-shot.
Rest in peace.
Well, I can still make it work like this. Shame that I missed the overkill again.
Let's keep going.
But I still get a couple of overkills for killing the small Charismatics. And now Laura and Emma are officially, or at a slightly higher level compared to Rin, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, they have more experience, so they will level up before Rin next time. But like I said, I really don't care. The real prize of this chest is the Shining R Quartz.
I've only just begun.
And at level 71, our Laura learns Radiant Blade. Now this is actually a new craft she gets. It's a magic-based attack. This is not really all that great. S-class power, so that's okay. Hits on a medium area. High chance of causing mute, and pretty good unbalance rate. Okay against magic-type enemies, I guess?
I'm so glad.
It's good against mage-type enemies, but it's good, but not that good. Alright, Laura and Emma got to Link level 3. Having someone at Link level 3 with Laura actually works in her favor because she gets the anger ability. Sometimes restore 50 of her own craft points when partner is attacked. Activation chance increases as the Link level does. I think Gaius 2 has it. No, wait, it was Machias who has that. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's avoid these enemies. There's no point in fighting enemies I've already faced, in my opinion anyway. Okay, there's a monster chest over here. It's better take care of it now, because we'll have to...
Oh my! What a lovely chest!
We'll have to raise the water level later.
Shall we begin? I can do this! Arcus, activate! My turn.
Flash grenade, yes.
Here. Hip!
Ha, it moved.
Here I go.
Wait. Art? This wide range? This has got to be Crystal Flood. Crystal Flood is the third level of water-based moves. I'd best take care of it right now.
There!
If that attack hits, it's gonna hurt. I was a little too slow.
Here I go!
Never mind.
I'll handle it. Here I go! I can do this!
It's just out of range. I'll just move at least a little closer then.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Not that great, but I'll take what I can get.
Success.
And for that we get the Scent Rare Quartz. Now what Scent does is actually pretty interesting, because Scent will give you 3 very powerful arts, those being Aerial, Grand Press, and Dark Matter. What's the downside of getting these powerful arts? Simple. The Scent Quartz will increase the aggro a certain character will get. Which means if I give this to Emma, it's more likely that the enemies will try and go for her. And since her defenses aren't too great, I really don't want to risk it all that much. Also, I think it's high time I actually give Fee the Shining R Quartz. As you can see, it boosts hit and evasion, and also gives her the Shining Art, which is pretty good. With this, she will get 50% avoidance, and with Shining, she will be completely immune to physical strikes. It's all coming together. I'll have to move a couple of things. Most notably, let me do a little something here. And here I'll put the Shining R. It also has the ability of hit 1, so I'm not complaining. Ah!
Here they come! Careful, everyone!
I'll handle it.
I'll just run away
Time
from
to
this
retreat.
fight.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's continue onward. Also, you know what? I think I'll be doing something a little reckless, but I'm pretty certain it will pay off somehow. At the very least, like this, Emma has more offensive capabilities.
Oh my! Let's get this over
My
with.
turn.
Fine, if you want to die that badly, I'll be happy to oblige.
My turn. Here I come. Got it. I'll back you up. I can do this. Now's our chance.
Got you.
This is it for you. Too slow.
It's my turn. How about this?
My turn. Yeah.
Let's move.
No problem.
Frozen, sealed, burned.
We made it out in one piece.
That Chrisnetic got hit by pretty much everything.
I spy with my little eye. The
And
goods.
here we get some blue scaled boots. It should be somewhat good. Well, it does increase defense, speed, and movement. If I give it to Rin, it will reduce his strength. But if I were to give it to Emma, on the other hand... Also, don't I have anything to give to her? I could give her the Cloud Robe, but to be fair... well, you know what? What the heck? 20 points of defense for 20 points of strength and Art Strike as well as Art Defense? I'll take that. It's a small sacrifice. Anyway, one last area to access. Let me...
Let's get this over with.
Okay, actually this fight is worth playing.
Marcus, activate. Okay.
Scud Reaper on
Here I
you
come.
three.
Got it. I'll back you up.
Here I go.
There we go. And... Arc Slash for the measure.
Gotcha.
There we
Did it,
go.
Elisa.
Huh? Thank goodness.
Alright. Everyone is at level 71. That's good. I want to try and finish... AP Charge 2. I want to try and finish Act 1-3 around level 75. That's usually the average I go by. Anyway, with this switch we're gonna raise the water level again. And now we have access to the boss room. There we go. I'm gonna heal up real quick. Also, let me see something real quick. Okay, so I double checked my notes and I know what this boss will be doing to me. So I want to go right here and give Emma, I'm gonna give her the North bracelet, yeah. As for Elisa, I'm gonna give her, where is it? I'm gonna give her the Marble Ring. Reason being, the boss of the Earth Shrine, of the Terra Shrine, inflicted poison. The one in the Arya Shrine inflicted seal, I think, and this one actually inflicts mute. So, let's be prepared for everything. The type of enemy we're gonna be facing, if you notice the pattern, it's still the same. Yes, it doesn't change.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
I'll handle it.
Well, dangerous is a relative term, actually. Welcome to the Till Dawn Glacia. Now, what is there to say about these enemies? The type of fight that we're going to be doing against these guys is pretty much identical to those in the Terra and Arya Shrine. They have an attack that can inflict a status ailment, they have an attack that can heal you, they have laser that can debuff you, the usual stuff. But compared to the other Till Dawns that we faced so far, this is probably the easiest fight yet. They can inflict mute, which in of itself isn't really all that scary, since by now you should have at least enough items to prevent it with 2 out of 4 party members, and if you have a mixed party like I do, or at the very least give mute protection to your mage and healer, you will be more than fine as it is. Also, they have a powerful art In this case, it should be Crystal Flood. I'm not sure about that. But if that happens, just impede and continue hitting. So, if you really want to cheese this fight, one thing that you could do is activating Overdrive with Green and use Motivate twice and then hit the enemies with everything you got. And you know what? I'm gonna do just that.
Let's move.
I'm gonna do it with Thema, why not?
Here goes! Overdrive!
Don't worry, I have a plan.
Alright, let's do this!
Leave it to me! Of course!
This time though, I'm gonna use Detector.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Got it!
Here I go!
Technically speaking, I could have just
Alright, let's
defeated
do this!
one of them with Green and
okay,
let
leave it
that
to
be
me.
the end of it. Oh well,
No
never mind.
problem.
Okay, here I'm just gonna use a Blessed Arrow. Right here.
Hang in there!
Thanks!
And then, let's dance.
Gather on my blade! Strike!
Perhaps not exactly a one-shot, or two-shot for that matter, but it'll do.
Here I go! Filthy dance! What's that?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna kill all three, but maybe the one in the middle? We'll see.
This is my secret weapon! Charging orbital energy! Judgment Arrow!
Well, I defeated two. I guess that counts for something. And here's... Oh, wait, it can also inflict freeze? I guess I missed that part.
Too slow.
But the boss essentially killed itself. Never mind. I forgot that that move can also inflict freeze instead of just mute. Whoops.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
But, I guess, instead of getting a triple kill, we got a double kill and a deadly reprisal. I guess that can still work out for me. And I still get a crap ton of experience. Also, goddammit Reen, just 1 point short.
I feel stronger than ever!
Not bad.
Isn't this a surprise?
And now, let's get ready for more visions. We did it! Oh, they were certainly formidable. Not really. From what I can gather, they were trying to protect the store. Yeah, it was like that when we visited one of the other shrines too. Actually, both of the other shrines. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Emma? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't. What about you, Celine? Who knows? You do. She totally does. It would be nice if she could be a little more cooperative. Oh, I'm sure she's not being secretive to hurt us. It's likely her way of saying that we shouldn't concern ourselves with it at the present time. That does sound like Celine. I'm sorry she's behaving this way, I'll see if I can get anything out of her later. Thanks. Either way, this seems to be as far as we can go right now. We might as well turn around and head back outside. Huh? And here we go. You're that girl. It's dangerous here. Hurry and flee. Your Highness. Perhaps you should take a closer look at us and see if you still feel the same way. Huh? Just who are you? The doctor's daughter you encountered was a mere disguise. In truth, I am the leader of a band of mighty warriors from the distant land of Legram who gather in Lohengrin Castle. The Eisenritter. Reen? Did you see something? Yeah, and it's not the first time either. It was like a video of some kind started playing inside my head. There was someone they called Your Highness, and I heard the Eisenritter being mentioned too. The Eisenritter? That's peculiar. Of all things, why them? You got me. It didn't feel like a dream or an illusion either. It felt more real than that. Like I was watching someone's memories of something that has actually happened. Someone's memories? What if they were Emperor Drykul's? Oh, hey, there's an idea. If it were, Your Highness would be the young Prince Drykul's. And given that he fought alongside the Eisenritter, I could see them being mentioned around him. Exactly. All the pieces fall into place. Well, except for why Reen, and only Reen, can see his memories in the first place. And as curious as I am, I don't think we've got time to try and get to the bottom of it right now. Let's keep going. Yeah, as always, questions for another time. And for clearing the shrine, we get more academy points. Okay, time to head outside. I don't like staying here more than I should. But first, I'm gonna take the chance to heal up my HP and EP at the very least. Really don't want to push my own luck. Let's go back to the entrance. And then, let's be on our merry way. Okay, so next, we're gonna be heading right here towards the South Kreuzen Highway. But before that, because of the limitation of my PS4 hardware, I'm gonna take a small cut to actually start a new video clip. Okay, let's move on now. I'm gonna breeze through this area because I really, like I said, I don't want to overstay my own welcome. The one bad thing about turbo mode is that you
Stay on
easily
guard,
get stuck.
everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
I think I analyzed everyone in this area. Let me see here. Also, wait, I can make some more potato croquettes, and I probably should.
Alright, let's get started.
Don't give me all lovely cream croquettes, please.
Me?
I can make it work, I guess.
Alright, let's get started.
And a few more tomato jellies, because you never know. and I think this is good. Also, now that we've gotten Emma, it's worth mentioning that you can do the tri-colored onigiri trick to get money, like you did with Elise in the first few parts of the game. So now you can use her to get the tri-colored onigiri from the salty onigiri recipe. She has the highest chance of getting the tri-colored onigiri out, and you can use them to sell them to make some quick money. You probably want to try and do that as often and as much as you can in order to get more money if you need to farm them. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Let's get to the highway now. There are going to be a lot more enemies to analyze in this area also. Battle, Bell Highway. Yeah, I actually got everyone. As for the Aqua Shrine, yeah, we're good. And now the fog's completely gone too. Ooh, well, we've made it through the Abel Highway. This point marks the beginning of the South Kreutzen Highway. There doesn't seem to be any fog this far away from Legram, thankfully. Maria Hart is not that far off now. We can see the steeples just over there. This is likely to be where the real challenge begins. We're to set foot in a city ruled by one of the most powerful figures in the Alliance. We must practice extreme caution. Oh yeah, we haven't really talked exactly about how we can get inside the city, right? Yeah. But how will we even get inside? Oh, don't worry, Emma's got that covered. Yes, that shouldn't pose any trouble. Fortunately, the south entrance isn't likely to be as heavily guarded. You got some kind of plan in mind? I can't guarantee if it'll actually work, but I do. For starters, let's head to the south gate. I'll take care of the rest. Okay. And of course, reminder, getting to Berea Heart will advance the story, and so the side quest and the chance of getting through to the shrine, getting the academy points, will completely disappear. But since we've done all that, we can just move
Now's our
unimpeded.
chance. Let's get him.
Okay.
Let's get through these enemies, the platinum bugs.
I can do
Also, this is the area of the game where our levels
Here I
are
go.
actually
Here I
showing
go.
to be way better compared to before.
Hold up, here's our chance.
Got you.
I'll
Or
handle
rather,
it.
compared to the normal
No
enemies.
problem. Now's our chance. Open. This is it for you. Good job, Elisa. I'm just lucky to be teamed up with someone so easygoing.
I did it.
Alright. Moving on in the world. Okay, there are a few chests that I want from here. Don't remember the exact contents. But remember one or two
Advantage is
had
ours.
something
Let's
pretty
finish 'em.
good.
Okay.
Okay, here we have actually two different enemies. The Gold Flyer and the Kalami Flyer. There are three types of birds like these being two of them, and as you can see, they're pretty easy to kill, but they have pretty high status immunity. They're only weak 10% to status ailments. That's actually pretty impressive for a normal enemy. Anyway, let's take care of them.
Got it. Gotcha.
Here I go.
This should do. No,
I
it
can do
doesn't.
this. Now's our chance. You're open. Here I go.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Detector on the
Analyzing
Kalami
the
Flyer.
My turn.
I'm gonna attack this one.
Let's move.
Rin will kill this one.
No problem. Okay. Too slow. Hostiles
Easy.
neutralized. Guess we're safe. Done.
Alrighty then. Next. Ah, the snail type enemy.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Here I go.
Alright, the time snail? Whatever. Weak to poison, seal, freeze, and status debuffs. Double weak to those. Damn.
No problem. Fire! I'll handle it. It's my turn.
I'm gonna use a Emma's detector.
My turn. Gotcha.
My turn.
Right. My turn. Now. Gotcha.
Let's move.
I can do this.
This
Of
is
course.
so
How
easy,
about
like
this? I'll
seriously.
handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're...
There really isn't much to talk about in these normal fights. During bosses and mini-bosses,
That treasure
maybe.
chest is absolutely beautiful.
And there he is, Hydro Cannon, so it wasn't Crystal Flood. I think I'm confusing myself with Cold Steel 3, I don't remember. There was not called Crystal Flood in one of the two games, and I think it's Cold Steel 3. Me and anything will probably confirm that. Anyway, Hydro Cannon, that's the actual level 3 of the water arts. Where is it? Here. S-class power hits in a line, and it's pretty good. Even if it weakens Emma just a little bit, I'm gonna give this to her. Wait. Yeah, I can do this. And I'm gonna give her... Oh wait, you can't get it from here. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Frost Edge R in here. And Saintly Force in here. There we go. Also, there's another chest right around here, I think. There was a fishing spot here.
This spot looks perfect.
And this marks fishing spot number 12. I think I've gotten everything so far. Usually fishing spots are easy to miss, but in case I do miss them, I know that I will be back in these areas later
Not
on.
what I had in mind.
So I'm not too concerned. Let me double check. Yeah, I got everything. Also, the salamander is actually a pretty nice thing to fish in this area if you want to recover craft points without having to spend any money. As you can see, they recover 30 craft points each, the highest amount, even above the rock eater, that you can get so far. There is one or two more
I
fishes
could probably fish here.
that will recover more than 30, but usually the salamander is one of the best fishes to, you know, farm if you want to recover your craft points. Anyway, Platinum Bug, I've already analyzed you. No need to do so again. Okay, there is a monster chest up here. No, it's not a monster chest, but there is one. 300 Cephid masses, nice. Okay, let me see. That's Gold Flyer. I already analyzed that. The monster chest is up here, and then there's another one down there. I'm gonna be going for the monster chest first. You know, taking care of the hardest thing first. It's usually my MO.
Oh, look! There's a treasure chest!
Okay, let's do this.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
And there we go. Ouch. Oh, right. They hit HP and also absorb craft points. That's low.
My turn.
And there's the third type of bird, the butterflyer. If you notice, aside from the color and the fact that they have 3 different names that need to be analyzed each time differently, they have the same elemental and status efficacies, so yeah. I'm just gonna flash grenade.
Here.
Not that it would work. Oh,
Here I
damn,
go.
that actually hit. You know what? I'll just do this.
No problem.
And that's an analyze. Okay, you were weak to wind mostly. But when did I took Ariel away from her? Give it to Emma, probably. Never mind. I'm
Here
just
I
gonna
go.
pass her turn.
I'll handle it.
Let me wind it a little. Yeah, easy enough.
Let's keep going.
And everyone got to 72.
I'm so glad.
That's very good. And for all of that, we get the Tauros Master Quartz. Now, what did Tauros do? Let's see here. Damage of attacks and craft is raised, but the delay for every single attack is increased by 50%. Alright, let me go and get my data on Cold Steel 2's Master Quartzes. There we go. Where is it? Megalith, Aegis, and Tauros. Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, Tauros is a mostly offensive-oriented Master Quartz with some pretty power indication that physical attacks will indeed have higher power. Like this one, for example, almost doubles the amount of power. Also, for each and every level up that it gets, attacks and crafts will be 25% stronger. The multiplier of delay will still be 50%, which means that if a move has 40 delay, it will instead have 60, which is a bit inconvenient, but it can work with physical characters that have low speeds, like Laura or, to a smaller extent, Machias. Also, from level 3 onward, the second ability is that attacks and crafts will get an extra 10% chance of dealing death blow, up to 30% at level 5. And the ability at level 5 is that attacks and crafts will also deal critical damage with a 10% boosted chance. It's not a Master Quartz that I tend to use most of the times, but if you're aiming for a physically powerful juggernaut, or rather, if you want to do an S-Craft one-shot build, Tauros can help you out. If you put it to level 5, the amount of power will be pretty much 2.5 the amount of regular power. And yes, it also works with the S-Crafts. But it's not something that I tend to use. It's like everything, it's a double-edged sword. A high risk, high reward. If you can use it to make a one-shot build for physical S-Crafts, it can work out, I guess. But if you use it for normal fight, also Tiara Bomb here, if you use it for normal fights, it's probably not truly worth it, if you ask me. Anyway, I got all the chests. I think I analyzed all the enemies. There were only 5, I assume. Yep. And now we can get to Bereahard. after this, I think I'm going to end the episode, because in between episodes I'm gonna do a couple of things that doing on camera will only take a lot of time away. I don't know, I'll decide in between episodes. Alright, let's see exactly how we're gonna get into oh, okay, it's a voiced cutscene. Let's see how we're gonna get into the city.
Are you travelers?
You could say that, yes.
We came here from the Gram. Would it be possible for us to enter the city?
What, on foot? Not every day we see guys like you. Why didn't you just use the train?
Much as we would have liked to, the wait for the next one was simply too long. Thanks to the new regulations, there are hardly any trains running anymore. We found it was actually faster to come by foot.
Well, if you say so. You can enter, but we're going to need to check if any of you are on our wanted list first.
We still have reason to believe that there are people out there plotting against the Noble Alliance. We can't be too careful. Let's see, where's that list?
This isn't good.
Emma. I know. Excuse me. Could I ask you to look into my eyes for a moment, please?
Huh? That's an odd request.
What the?
Huh?
We're just common travelers, and we aren't on that list of yours. Which means we can pass, right?
Why are you still standing there? Go along inside.
Just don't go causing any trouble, unless you want to find yourselves arrested.
I really have to say it. She pulled an Obi-Wan Kenobi from episode 4. I have nothing... I honestly have nothing but respect for that. Although I could have probably seen that coming. It's been so long since I played the game, I don't remember every single detail about the story.
Thank you very much. Shall we be going?
Oh yes, please, we shall.
Yeah.
Whew, finally back to Berea Hard. So many memories of Chapter 2 of the first game. Not all of them were truly pleasant, but oh well. I'm surprised by how well that went. Yeah, feels like it was almost too easy. Then again, I remember seeing Vita do something similar a while back. What was that? It was a form of hypnosis. I'm just glad I was able to pull it off. That's one way of reminding us that you really are a witch. I was surprised by all the tricks she showed me too. It's nothing fancy actually. It's certainly nothing comparing to Vita's lullabies. For one thing, you can't use it on too many people at once. And the more you use it, the more likely you're going to catch on and be on guard for it. Don't rely on it too much. Well, it got us into Berea Hard. That's good enough for me. Thanks a lot, Emma. I doubt we would have gotten this far without you. We should start looking for uses. Right. That's actually true. And chances are, he's at home in the noble's quarters. Meanwhile, in the League of Evil, rather, the Alborea family mansion. Also, I know that rich people be rich people, But how can you seriously live in a house that big, where the house is 50% just the hall, the main hall? Rooms so big and not utilized. It baffles me, really. Oh, here's Duke Douchebag.
The Noble Alliance's advantage in this war remains overwhelming as always. Rufus has achieved much in his position as Chief of Staff as well. But the fact remains, that fool Cayenne is still the one with the most influence and power.
Oh, great. Now there's this issue.
Something must be done about this. But what? How?
If there's one thing I've learned from games like these, is that trying to seize power from an ally usually won't end up any well at all.
So that was your line of thinking when you sent those Jaegers to Ymir, was it? You moved to take Princess Alphen into your custody and use her to replace Duke Cayenne as Supreme Commander of the Alliance.
Oh yeah, there was that little issue that you're the one who sent those Jaegers to Ymir.
Do you have something you want to say to me, Eustace? You seem very unhappy about the fact I sent him to the hometown of one of your classmates.
Not at all, Father. However, I do believe my brother also expressed disapproval of those actions. I humbly ask that you think twice before interfering with any neutral powers in the future.
And I would suggest you think twice before involving yourself in matters that are of no concern to you.
And the prize for Father of Year goes to?
Focus on the work you have been given and leave me to do mine.
I apologize for speaking out of turn.
I must think of something that will allow me to seize his position. I can't allow that pompous halfwit to call himself the Alliance's Supreme Commander for a moment longer. I may need to reconsider how Rufus should be acting in his position as well.
I know, Eustace. It's hard dealing with a father that's like that. Just bear with it. We're gonna come and get you soon. Anyway, now that we're in Bahia, there are a lot of things, and I do mean a lot of things that we're gonna do, but we're gonna take care of them in the next episode. Join me next time as we're going to be questing around Bahia and doing a lot, and I mean a lot, of shopping. Well, I think it's time for me to go. This has been Bahama Raven. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, a comment, and if you want, do share these videos around. I do love to make these videos for people who can be interested into playing these games, getting to know them, and appreciate these, in my opinion, underrated RPG gems. Anyway, it's time for me to sign out. I'll see you next time.